I had wings like Nova stars, I fly the river to the one I love. Very well, oh honey. Fare thee well. The woman I love is long and tall. She moves her body like a cannonball. Very well, honey. Fare thee well. Early this morning, drizzling rain in my heart. Oh, I feel aching pain. Very well, oh honey. Fare thee well. Now one of these mornings, it won't be long. You'll call my name, and I will be gone. Very well, honey. Fare thee well. If I had wings like Nova stars, I'll fly the river to the one I love. Very well, oh honey. Fare thee well.
Hey everyone, we're going to be starting with Hachisaku's development today. You're going to hear a lot of songs kind of go in a second, just because I'm putting them into a playlist. I don't exactly know how long we'll be working today, at least a few hours. I did not do any developments this last stream, so we actually have to write the last scene that was going on, as well as develop the first map, really. I also didn't convert any of the music, so any music that we might need, we'll go through. It doesn't take very long to do the music stuff, though, especially since the music's already, done, just not the loopable versions. Hey, how's everyone doing this fine day? There we go. All is put together for myself. Well, when we know what voices we want now, because I don't know at this very second. The screen's going to be turning on. Yeah, so one thing which I did note to myself is that right here, the selection area is kind of hard to see on the main menu, which probably means it is in the game, so I'm going to change the color just a little bit. Yeah, not today is fine. I like how we don't actually know what we need today. I'll make this a little bit brighter and saturated than it previously has been. I'm also going to do a colors. Let's do a brightness and contrast. Brightness. Contrast. Hopefully this will make a good selection area. I think it will, but hey, we'll see in the game. It'll probably be a lot more visible than it previously was, which previously the color was very, very close to the window color. So it's kind of hard to see, and I think selection choices work a little bit better when they're a little bit easier to see. Export right there. Hip. That still leaves us at the same progress we were at last time, though. Basically, where we left off last time, we have all the sprite stuff sorted now. We have the title screen and the first opening shot finished. But outside of that, The game itself needs to be designed. That's going to be a lot of what we do today, getting started on that. We got good old Hachishaku, and yeah, this makes the thing look a lot more visible. I need to delete some options like the always dashing command, remember. I'll do that later. Also disable some of this stuff. All the same, new game. I'll do that later. But there's going to be no dialogue in this scene, and I need to think of how to introduce this scene here. Sensible. Which actually probably means that we should be starting off with the song that plays in this first scene. Alright. So I'm pretty sure how I set this up is, yeah, this goes to an auto-run event after the show begins. And this goes into a parallel process thing to loop these changing images for a little bit. Move this over, and let's do what we can. So I kind of know generally where I want the story to start. Kinda. I know that we're playing as a character who I don't know the name of yet, who is going to go visit her auntie. And during this, her auntie is someone that she looks up to. I'm aware of this aspect, and I kind of know what this scene that we're doing right now is, but how to best introduce the character of the world before making a map to do the transition. Name her Elizabeth? Well, probably not, because on account that this spirit, this legend, is incredibly Japanese, and Elizabeth is not a very Japanese name. Hey, cat. Still though? To think. I mean, I guess that she is kind of said to be a foreigner in the original story is, but that's only because she looks really, really pale, so. We'll start off with just this, and I do think this should be a windowed event, which makes sense. I'm tapping because the first words, of course, are kind of important. They're the first impression. The screen is already done, but the dialogue that plays. Things to roll with and play with. We'll decide names later. At the moment, just introducing to the introduction to the basic things. What's always the hardest for an opening with dialogue is the first bits of dialogue. Once you kind of decided where you're starting and where you're going, it's pretty easy to fill it in. But the first words that the audience sees, it's always a fun thing to think over. Once upon a time, that's not what's going to happen here, so we're not telling a classic fairy tale story. We're not going to have a character intro being like, my name is blah, 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 I'm 20 whatever something years old. They're not 20-something years old, our main character is a child, on account of the legend of Hachishaku is all about kidnapping children, and yes, that's our protagonist position. We could be protecting the children, but no, we are in fact a child in the occurrence of our story. Hey there, Crystal. So neither a character intro nor a story intro. I guess it could be a conflict or an eternal conflict intro. On account this is definitely some sort of headspace intro. That would actually logically make the most sense. Would it emotionally make sense? Yeah, it could. So I'm going to start off with some bullshit dialogue, and most likely I'm going to change this dialogue after we have a little bit of a better idea of where we're going. Very likely this dialogue will be revised, but I think sometimes it's best just to hop in with a basic idea and start writing, and then once you have a better feel for what you're actually going for, you can go back and revise the dialogue. It's not like the moment I type it down, it's set to stone, this is what it's going to say. And I often revise dialogue quite a few times through the course of a game anyways, so I'll just start off with something which I'm just thinking right now. This probably wouldn't be a good introductory piece, but it'll be good to probably get myself in the right mindset here. Sleepy Data Jamsties. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth. that these are the carefree days. And carefree can be spelled as one word. I'm going to open this to check this a few times, the good old Google stuff, because I always like to make sure I'm typing things correctly. I always second guess myself, even though, yes, carefree is in fact a word. So, these are the carefree days that I'll pine for once I've become old enough that the current me is nothing more than a faint memory. Alright, I'm also going to transition this back to this screen for myself. We'll find out, Champsties. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth. The views of the carefree days that I'll pine for once I become old enough that the current me is nothing more than a faint memory. I have to be honest, though. That doesn't ring at all true with the feelings of my current self. Many say I seem oddly mature for my age, yet they don't extend the same courtesy to treat me. I was gonna say as an adult, but that doesn't feel right to me. With the flow of how the character speaks a little bit oddly. Treat me as such is maybe the right way to say. It is simple, and it'll fit with the character limits, so... yeah, I'll do it as such. That's a good suggestion. Most everyone, I can feel the warm intent behind the people around me, how they wish to nurture and make sure I'm safe. But I wish more they would treat me as an equal, rather than something they feel must be protected. One of the very few people who've considered me as more than a child is my auntie. Now, is this the point where I should decide a name? And I will probably modify this dialogue later, but if I'm gonna, okay, no, I'm gonna do this right now. Insert name. We'll come back to that. Anyways, though. The sister of my father and the person I most look up to. With my parents busy, AestheticGamer, there you go. That's with let me see. Sakura, you, and I see. Very few people who consider me more than a child, the sister of my father, and the person I look most up to. She's elegant, intelligent. I feel like I misspelled elegant. Maybe I also misspelled intelligent. I second guess myself in spelling all the time, so let's see. But in this case, there was no need for concern. She's elegant, intelligent. Let's see. And taking much of her time to her work and research, yet making the time for me and the rest of my family. Outsiders typically find her intimidating, but I think they're simply scared. They're simply not scared. Uncomfortable with a woman that holds a lot of confidence and power. With my parents busy. With my parents going on a trip for work, I find myself once again in her care. And I must be honest, it's this. I'm incredibly, or maybe I'm excited for the opportunity to spend time with her once again, which I might be able to format this a little bit. Let's see if that ends up fitting in the dialogue or sphere. Then we can wait 60 seconds. The camera can fade out. Then we can control variables, intro steps. Can turn to 1. And then over here, variables, intro steps equals to 1. Go back to this event, and then I can make it so I can erase picture 1, erase picture 2, and I can slowly fade out the background music by something like 4 seconds, and then I can wait 90 seconds, and then a close to the heart comment. The last game I played was Amori, so, well, I liked Amori. I know that within the walls of her mansion, I'll be able as an equal. Equal and an opportunity to learn. To learn that I simply don't receive anywhere else. And then wait 90 frames, and then this will be for the transition. Alright, let's see if this seems okay. There might be words that like go off the edge of the screen and all that. I'm kind of expecting that. We'll see what happens. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth. Okay, so there's actually more room than I was expecting, which means I'm going to reformat some of this stuff. I thought I might be tight on room, but with the font I chose, I actually have too much room. That does happen sometimes. So with that in mind, we can go further than this. Hey there, Jackson. These are the carefree days I'll pine for. The current me is nothing more than a memory. Let's see if that fits in the first dialogue box. Hey there, Lay's girlfriend. I still have I have much to improve in my art. I will say my art has improved tremendously in the last year because I've been practicing at it, but it leaves a lot to be desired. And I know I have the limitation that I'm drawing with a mouse, but yeah, I actually guesstimated what that was pretty nicely. Whenever I say guesstimate, I always remember my brother hates that word. And it's not, I don't say it to annoy him, it's just I've had that in my vocabulary for some time, so it's like, oh yeah, he hates that word. I probably should try and back off of saying it, even though he's not here to hear me say it. It just comes to my mind. The feelings of my current self with age, yet they don't see me. Okay. Wish to nurture, but I wish they would treat me as an equal, rather than something that they feel must be protected. One of the few people is my auntie, and certainly here. Okay, so let's actually choose a name for this. Let's start with the most basic, stupid search I can start this off with, which is Japanese, not urban legends. Let's do it like ant names. Oh yes, my Oba-san. Maybe I should try. Should I embrace the Obo-san as an honor fic here? Obo-san, instead of calling her auntie. I guess this is Japanese. Fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm replacing auntie with Obo-san. Wherever I would have put auntie, I'm putting Obo-san. We're making that call. Here I go. I've decided. Hey. Well, here's the thing, though. One of the first, very unintentionally, I actually set it up to be understood by saying this. One of the very few people who consider me as more than a child is my Obo-san, blank, the sister of my father, and the person I most look up to. I did not put that sentence there to establish that she's an aunt, but unintentionally, I explain what that word means in the next sentence. So, there. I unintentionally thought ahead. Anyways. Rolls as it goes. Let's see, though. What's actual names and not the honor fake for Ant, I guess. Japanese woman names. Fucking come at me. 20 beautiful. Give me whatever. I'm gonna look at a bunch of these, probably. Not. I guess that's fine. Pretty. Japanese girls' names. Alright. Let's see what we got. We also need to choose a main character name. I as well fucking do this all right now in one fell swoop. Give me one sec. That is a weird image. I did not mean to put that one up, but sure. There we go. I will write the names here. Ant. Nephew. MC. And I'll also clarify it's the Ant Obosan. Let's see what we got. From several sources. Here's 20. Thank you for trying to make me sign up for this. I appreciate it. That's what I'm here for. Alright, so popular. Himari, meaning good hollyhock. I'm going to start from the back one, and then we'll just go forward. Here is a Hun. I was even a part 2. Okay. We got Yuriko. These are in alphabetical order, so I can see that. Actually, let me check something. Hana. Japanese name meaning favorite or flower, compared with other forms of Hana. There's a lot of sites. You just Google stuff and then you get answers. It's the surprise of the internet. Haru, Haruka, Haruki, Haruko, Harumi, Hideko, Hikari, Hikaru. Yeah, Hiroko. Hoshi, Izumi. Let me also check sign here. Isako, Hina, Hayami, Haruku, Hanako, Hani. Hana, Hanako, Dazdi. Himari. I might go Hayami. I'm debating Hayami. How do you spell Hayami in Japanese? Yeah, okay, it does have it here, of course. 3 different spellings. I'll just take the first one. We'll have Hayami. And rolls as it goes over here for something a little bit different. Not that. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do Noriko. I was thinking about it. I'll roll with Noriko. I'll use just the first spelling because I'm not versed well enough in the Japanese to be able to say which one might have been the better spelling. I can roll with Hayami and Noriko. Works for me. Don't need to spend too long deciding on a name. If those seem good to me, that's fine. Back, I say. Give me my Obasan. Do you think I should put the Japanese characters after the first time I introduce them, but not again after that? Or do you think that would make people be like, Ryan, what? I'm going to actually add in something now that we just got a name. Alright, so now I'm going to go over this dialogue briefly. I'm also going to play out the scene music, so... Hip up. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth, that these are the carefree days that I'll pine for once I've become old enough that the current me is nothing more than a faint memory. I'm going to insert something. Okay, I'll get rid of that. I won't use the Japanese. They say things such as Noriko. You really shouldn't concern yourself that much with the future. You should appreciate your youth. Or might tell me, Noriko, you're studying. You should take a break from your studies and play outside. You should enjoy the summer sun. I have to be honest though, that doesn't ring at all true with my feelings of... I have to be honest though, that doesn't ring true. That doesn't ring at all true. Yeah, all true, so with the feelings... I'm gonna say with my current feelings. Many say I seem oddly mature for my age, that they don't extend those comments to be courteous. And let me make sure I'm spelling courteous correctly. Voila, I am. To be courteous, to treat me as such. They still only... They treat me as nothing more. As nothing more than a quiet child who likes to read. I can feel the warmth. I'm gonna just switch to warm intent to the warmth behind the. I can feel the warmth behind the words from the people around me. How they wish to nurture and make sure to. I guess I'm gonna say how they wish to nurture and make sure I'm safe. But I wish they would treat me more as an equal, rather than something they feel must be protected. One of the very few people who've considered me as more than a child is my Oba-san, Hayami, the sister of my father, the person I most look up to. She's elegant, intelligent. Her presence in a room. Her presence in a room is striking and makes others take notice. even when she's alone, even when she's not working, or even when she's not socialized. Even when not concerned, even where social, what's the word for this? A debate and a debate. Such a presence striking makes others take notice. Yet, even, let's see, even when, let me see if this word that I'm thinking of means what I think it means. Prose. When not composed, even when not composed in a social situation, she takes to spending much time in her work and research. Combing for textbooks and putting their words into practice. I feel like this has to be a little better. Coming over textbooks, taking their words and putting them to work. Yet she still makes the time for me and the rest of my family. Path of Jamsties. Outsiders typically find her intimidating. Either some with snide remarks, some avoiding her altogether. But I think they're simply uncomfortable with a woman that holds that much confidence and power. With my parents going on a trip. So my parents go on a trip for work. I find myself once again in her care. And I must be honest, I'm excited for the opportunity to spend. Once again, it's repeated twice. I find myself once again in her care. So I'm excited for the opportunity to spend more time with her. not within the walls of her mansion. I'll be treated as an equal. The opportunities I simply cannot receive anywhere else will present themselves to me. And I'll be able to witness her get more sleep. To witness her in a way most others be able to witness most others never get to see. That's how verse looks wrong to me. Am I right, wrong? I'm okay. Alright, so my muscle memory stuff is fine. I might change that last sentence. I feel like that one needs a little bit more impact, but we'll go over that later. For the moment, it's fine. I'll probably make some more changes to the cutscene over time. Hachishaku. Let's do it. Then I guess we're going to go to designing our first map, which is going to be outside the manor entrance. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth. These are the carefree days that I'll pine for once I become old enough that the current me is nothing more than a faint memory. They say things such as, Noriko, you really shouldn't concern yourself that much with the future. You should appreciate your youth. Or might tell me, Noriko, you should break from your studies and play outside, enjoy the summer sun. I have to be honest, though, that doesn't ring at all true with my current feel. Okay, so this one's cut a little bit. Stuff like this I'm looking out for. Doesn't ring at all true with my current feelings. Okay. Take that, redo. Take some more. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth, that these are the carefree days that I'll pine for once I become old enough that the current me is nothing more than a faint memory. They say things such as, Noriko, you really shouldn't concern yourself that much with the future. You should appreciate your youth. Or might tell me, Noriko, you should break from your studies and play outside, enjoy the summer sun. I have to be honest, though, that doesn't ring at all true with my current feelings. I need to cut that off. Many say I seem oddly mature for my age, yet they don't extend those comments to be courteous, to treat me as such. Alright. They don't extend those comments to treat me as such. There's probably more words I'm going to have to cut in a second, but we'll see. They treat me as nothing more than a quiet child who likes to read. I can feel the warmth behind the words. Yep, so there's a few words I'm going to have to go. From here, it's from how they... I sort of see where the cutoff point is. Also sort of depends on the characters. All sorts of typo here. How they wish... Let's see how the words cut off. I'll read the dialogue once I make sure I've uncut off the dialogue. One of the very few people who've considered me as more than a child. One of the few people. I'm gonna get rid of very and just do one of the few people who've considered me as more than a child is my oboe-san. The bird I most look up to. The next line of dialogue is gonna have some stuff get cut out. I can already see that. Fortunately, this is a very packed sentence, so I'm going to get rid of some characters here. She's elegant, intelligent. Her presence is intelligent. Her presence is striking. I'm gonna put this to a text editor so it acts like cut dialogue off, and let's see. She's elegant, intelligent. Her presence striking. She makes others take notice. Rethink this. She's elegant, intelligent. Her presence, a striking presence. A striking presence. Others take notice of her. Even when not composed in a social scenario, a social situation, she takes to spending much time. Time is the word that gets cut off. Even when not composed for social situations, she spends much time in her work and research, combing over textbooks, taking their words and putting them to the test. Yet she gets, while still making time, for all while still making time to spend with her family. All right. Okay, and now let's see how that works out, since this should probably make most of the dialogue fit into the chain, and then we can design the first map. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth, that these are the carefree days that I'll pine for once I become old enough that the current me is nothing more than a faint memory. They say things such as, Noriko, you really shouldn't concern yourself that much with the future. You should appreciate your youth. Or it might tell me, Noriko, you should break from your studies and play outside. Enjoy the summer sun. I hope you have a good evening, TL, and then you get some good rest. I have to be honest, though. That doesn't ring at all true with my current feelings. Many say I seem oddly mature for my age, yet they don't extend those comments to be courteous to treat me as such. They treat me as nothing more than a quiet child who likes to read. I can feel the warmth behind the words from the people around me, how they wish to nurture and make sure I'm safe, but I wish they would treat me more as an equal rather than something they feel must be protected. One of the few people who've considered me as more than a child is my obo-san, Hayami, the sister of my father, and the person I most look up to. She's elegant, intelligent, a striking presence. Others take notice of her. Even when not composed for social situations, she spends much time in her work and research, going over textbooks, taking their words, and putting them to the test, all while still making time to spend with her family. Outsiders typically find her intimidating. some with snide remarks, some avoiding her altogether. But I think there's something uncomfortable with a woman that holds that much confidence and power. With my parents going on a trip for work, I find myself once again in her care, and I must be honest. I'm excited for the opportunity to spend more time with her. I know that within the walls of her mansion, I'll be treated as an equal, that opportunities I simply cannot receive anywhere else will present themselves to me, and I'll be able to witness her in a way that most others never get to see, immersed deeply within her work. Okay. I might change that last sentence there. I feel like that needs a little bit more impact, a little more of a steamer. But we'll get back to that. We'll get to that later. And I guess I'm looking for a song to fit the next scene. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Since I actually have the songs loaded up here. A good first song. Probably not a good first song. I'm also going to open up Audacity, because I'm going to start using it in just a moment. Hello, Audacity. Maybe. Not this song. That's first time later. Not this song. Not for this scene. Not this. Maybe that one again. Not that. Not that for this. Or maybe this. No, that should be for later. Not that.
I fly to
Nope. Trying to pick a song for an opening scene. I kind of vaguely know what I want to go for, but not that. Not for this. Of course. I do for now there, Champsties. I hope that your internet's doing well with YouTube stuff later. I think I know what song I'm going to choose, but we'll see if it fits or not in just a moment. Just seeing if there's any other better options. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know what song I'm choosing. Up here... this one. For the scene, let it load, voila. And it's a little bit long, so we're obviously not going to use the full thing, but let's see what part we decide to choose. Go here. Did I cut off the tail? I did not. Go just a little bit closer. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit closer, actually. Voila. It's snowing. I'm happy it's not where you are, because it's not snowing outside where I am, but you know. Let's see. it doesn't change up here, I might skip ahead a little bit, but we'll see. Sounds like it might transition here. So for 45 seconds. Okay. Just listen. Okay, go here. That's probably about perfect. So the transition will go. Okay. Points after 15 might be the cutoff point. Let's see. Remember, it's after 15 but before 30. For 115, 130. I have eaten. Let's see. Let's start here. Between 15 and 30. I think this might be an okay spot to try it. Okay. It's gonna loop with this. That's different, but I want to include it. I think I'm okay with just the little bit I have here. Okay. Voila. Yeah. Happy to help, Tansties. Let's see. Yep, I'm okay with this. Sport there. Into this. Audio, BGM, let's do it. Okay. And now this can be the opener. And now we're going to actually put together a map. And I guess I can add this here because it's still part of the opening. Let's see. Mansion. I'll just call it front of the mansion. We'll make it a little bit big. The height can go up to, let's say, 36. We're about to make the first map there. The width, let's give it a little bit more than the player can see. Since the player's default view in this version is 15 tiles, there should be a little bit of leeway. I guess 45 actually ends up being correct. 45, which I guess means this could be a little bit taller. Let's go for like 42. Well, I'm trying to think about the needs I need for the map. This is like the mansion entrance. This might be a little bit big, but I kind of know vaguely I want it to seem like a big space. There's actually one more spray I meant to get previously. Actually, no, this will work out fine. Okay. Firstly, I guess I'll just get the mansion part done, because that part's pretty simple, honestly. Depends what you want for the map. And you can also rechange the size of the map later if you like decide you want it to be smaller or bigger, so it's not like you set it and you can never change it. Given if you don't want to delete stuff, be a little bit careful if you resize smaller, because the stuff that's cut off you won't be able to get back easily, so I guess the outside of the map would look fine like this. I'm going to try a few different things to see which one I kind of want to go for the outside. Don't think that's the one. Maybe this one? I think is the one which I'm going to ultimately go for. Do you want it to be bigger than this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Zoom out for a sec. Voila. Tidy it out. Currently, how much space is over here versus how much space is over here? Okay, so this needs one more row here for me to be all fully happy with it. I think I prefer the blue roof though, so I guess I'm just gonna keep that, despite the fact it might not be very, very visible in the game. This is gonna be a traditional 2D game, not 3D. Okay. I didn't spend all the time choosing the grass tile for nothing. Bring me the grass. We got more coming where this is coming from. Believe me on that. Okay. Before anything else, I prefer it like this, or maybe like this. Both can work with the current style of the pathing. Stretch. Do I prefer this? Do I prefer that? Or do I prefer this? That does look a little more sickly, which might be good for later stuff. For this, I guess this is fine for this. Just to make sure it's the right distance from each other, because it is. Now, if I remember correctly, for simply door options, I don't think I put any double doors in. Left door. Don't believe so. I mean, there might be a double door somewhere. I'll look into that. Did I put any double doors here? If not, honestly, a single door is fine. Just double checking. Alright, that's fine. We'll do a single door. I guess I'm gonna call this door steps. Door steps. 1. Door 1 steps. Door 2 steps. Because the reason I'm doing this for a few different things is that there can be a few doors in a room, so also free step to make some door steps. I'll start with this, so I need a 5th one. I'll put a 5th one. Seems easy enough. Same as the characters, direction fix. Same as the characters, direction fix. And then front door. Okay, copy. Auto run. Wait for, I don't know, fucking 4 frames. Delete this, make that into a 2, and then 3, fade that screen, and then I'm going to transfer someplace, but not yet. Well, actually first, control steps. I could have done this with self switches, kind of think of it, but then again, that means it'll be very easy to copy and paste, and I know kind of what to do. Or, you know what? Fuck it. I'll replace this with personal steps. I'll get rid of this. This will be easier to self switch, especially if I'm going to make the command within the step itself. Self switch, so. Not that. Self switch A. Self switch B, and then self switch C. Wait 4 frames, control, self switch B, C, and then turn C. Actually, I should do it backwards just so it goes in the right order. And doesn't auto run itself. A, B, C can all be turned off. And put this here. It's going to be A on. Auto run, auto run, auto run. Got it. Play sound effect. My famous door close sound, recorded from this door right here. Fun, fun. Door closed. Play sound. Door open. Alright. Wait for frames. Okay. I'll mess with that more a little bit later. Works out fine enough for me. So far. Now to make the map look vaguely like something. First the general shape, because this will be pretty simple. I guess I should use mostly the fence stuff first, though. I do need a fence vaguely around this, so... Not like that, I have the fill tool selected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I'll go a little bit more closed in than I have so far. Perfect. Voila. Still a lot more to do though. And I even vaguely know some of what I want to put down to this trailing up to here. I'll start off with this basic idea I have in my head. Once I remember what tile set I put that on. I believe it was this one. It was this one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I should just make it a single tile thing then. A lone path on its way this direction. Maybe that'll look just a little bit nicer. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There only needs to be like 3 of these to get into the gate area before we get into all the fun stuff. Simple, simple. Now, before too much, can I disrupt this? Does this look okay? No, it looks a little bit disruptive. I'm not going to mess with that. Okay. So logistically, since this is not a number, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Except it would be more like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be here. Maybe so. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's the better one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I might stuff something behind it, so I should think about that. 2, 3, 4. That would also mean that you should be able to see this from at least here. Okay. Of course, part of the fun of this will be putting some stuff together. That would be here. Gonna be doing some of this for a while, so kind of get ready for that. A lot of these will pop up a little bit later, but yep. Actually, kind of like it better there by the side of the house. No, I prefer with a little more space than I'm giving them. So more like this. Except that doesn't quite look right either. Actually, I might do it like this. Okay, and I think I know what I'm doing with this. Or should it be a bit more like that? That's fine to me. Voila. Hello, Grayson. Got a lot more to still do for this bit. I believe they're roses, but yeah, a lot more. We're gonna be at this for a little bit, so kind of get ready for that. Those be the best windows for the set. Well, I'll put some more of the trees here, which I know we're going to be utilizing, so... I'm also going to be doing some other effects that you'll be like, wow, Ryan, when you see it in the set, when I eventually get around to it, but not yet. First, we got this stuff to do. I'll make this tree peek over just because some trees be like that. Obviously. Right now it's still plenty barren, but we got plenty to put in still. Yep. All good. It's part of the fun of these things. I guess I can go from bit to bit and see what ends up feeling right, but let's see. Type of window for this. I guess the type of window I saw earlier would have been the best pick for this. Oh yeah, Rose Arch fun. I'll put some stuff there to also make them a little bit nicer in a second. But yeah, we're also not zoomed in at 100% right now. 100% it looks like this. So, you know. But we're being zoomed out just a little bit right now. Still much more to do with this area. Nature levels can be hard, but thankfully I made sure there's a lot of assets available to just do whatever with. No, there's a lot more. Before I'm happy with it, there's a lot more I need to get done. One, two, three. One, two, three. Two, three. I will make the windows completely perfectly aligned. They might actually not even see the roof with how I currently have it set up. I can make the roof go down more by 1 because I actually think that the player, because it's by 11 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they might only see up to this level. I might lower the stuff a little bit just because I have to consider the player perspective. And I don't think they're going to be able to see everything. That's a little bit too close. Even if this one's a little bit... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They might be able to vaguely see it a little bit. All the same. These things have to think about what the player is seeing, as opposed to what makes sense when you're looking at the map. Okay, still a lot more to do. Much to do, much to do. Let's see. From the top. Actually, I'd probably do like a middle section for a little bit there. And I'll get that flower thing back. So much more to fit in, that's for certain. And this type of tree was unused. Trees being repeated is fine. I'll actually put this tree a little bit further out. I think the player will be able to see if they go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it's just barely out of view. Before I do too much, go back to this. Transfer player. Standing up here, facing up. Change transparency. So on this menu, turn transparency off. Fix what window? It'll have small adjustments in the sprites. Well, I don't want these to be perfectly even. I want the top floor stuff to not be completely even with each other, so a lot of houses aren't perfectly symmetrical. They might, even if like they look good sometimes from the front, but not always even. Yep. I want to do something kind of weird when you look at some of the. I need to look at one of the plugins I'm using for a second. It's the Child Fog one I need to look at. I'm going to copy and paste this for a second. And observe it within a text document. So there's like a command here I need to remember. Okay, so I have to look actually at the topic to remind myself how to use this fog command thing. It's been a hot minute. So let's do that. Fog, this is a plugin I'm using for fog, though that did not mean to go here. Why did it link to his account as opposed to being like the fog thing I'm looking for? Anyways, let's look here. Postings. Yes, this works out fine. I'm looking for something specifically, though. If I do it by fog, I might be able to switch quickly, see if I'm on the right page for it. Is this for... yeah, this is the right one. Okay. There's a plugin command with this, which I want to remember. Terms of use. Or are the commands not here? What? That's not the right text document. They say updated documentation, but what's the documentation? Is it here? Wait, I remember vaguely. I have an example, except I don't want to use the example I used before, because I've used this plugin a little bit once in a release project. I'm trying to get commands for a plugin, which I'm trying to vaguely remember I haven't used in a while. I think I can find it in a specific older thing. But of course, all my stuff is currently out of alignment because I retransferred all the files over, so give me a second. It's not that. It's not this. There it is. Taken from myself because I remembered I knew how to use this one. So they changed the stuff for it? Yes, they did. For some reason, they got rid of the old explanation in the new version. It's kind of silly, but I have it written down here now. Okay, well, I got the notes which I needed. And that's what's important. For some reason, it was removed from the newest version, but it was still in the older version, so... Alright, Geo, plugin commands, and there's all this stuff. So you're gonna see me messing around with this a lot. I might even choose or change the spawning area just to see how this looks for a little bit. Set the starting position for the player here. Actually I won't do that. I'll just do something a little bit dorkier. I'll make a temporary event here, a really stupid temporary event, which opens up the save screen. very temporary purposes, though. As I written here. Auto run. Plugin command, and let's get the stuff there. Geo. Da, 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 da. Let's start with just the full 255. That makes white or black. We might be seeing a black fog in a second. If not, hopefully everything will be fine. Speed 0.04. Let's try 0.1 first, see where that goes out. Scroll X, scroll Y, and write myself something. Rise in speed, Y. And the octaves, controls how smooth the sky of the fog appears. Try to adjust the value between number 1 or 10. I recommend staying above 2. The lower the number, the smoother the fog. The higher the number, the more rough the fog will be. Let's do smoother at the moment. We'll start with 2, I guess. So octaves is 2. For the scroll speed, let's try 1.1 and 1.1. Hey there, Nearly. And then remind myself about the density thing. That's what I think it is, but let's try a very low amount of fog. Let's try it like 0.15. Let's see what this fucking looks like. Let's find out what bullshit fog I just created. That's the spirit. We're still not done with this map for the record. I'm just testing something. Because this map probably won't have much in the terms of lighting. Actually, I could probably use a sun filter here, though. Many tell me I should appreciate my youth, that these are the carefree days that I'll pine for once I become old enough that the current means nothing more than a faint memory. They say things such as, Naruko, you really... We've gone through this dialogue before, we'll go over it again later, but for now we're fine. I'll use my bullshit quit temporary save point to test this. Oh no, I made pure black fog! That's what I wanted to avoid, but that's what I did. Wait, no, I know it wasn't that I did that, it's that I didn't do a pure fade in command. Fade in screen. That sometimes is easier forgotten than you might be prepared for, but yeah, let's get through this dialogue stuff because we've already seen it once before, so hip. Well, this is supposed to be during daytime. Nighttime comes later. We're not sending a child into the mansion at night. Well, I forgot a few things. For the fog repeating, it's actually probably because I forgot to erase this event. Sometimes you forget the very smallest things. See, that level looks okay for the moment. I might make the fog either a little bit thicker, but also a little bit more transparent, depending on how the end result looks like. So, skip through this. It's called Chiel Fog. It's very neat, honestly. I can probably do some stuff. It's sort of like a filter fog. I might change some of the density stuff about it, but yeah, to roll with and go with. Still a lot more of this map to change. Also, I'll make my temporary save file here. works out for me. Still though, there's a lot I can change about it, thankfully, but all the same, with this as we do it. Gel fog, the color was white, or white like I remembered. I might make it just a little bit slower. 0.8. 0.9. 0.9. I want it to be not still, but very slow. Octaves, 2 is good there. The density... Let's try this as a 4 and a 1 first. Let's see what fucking happens. What result do we end up with? For the record, it's not a still image. It actually will sort of move from position if we just see it stand for a little bit. Is that too much? I can change the bubble. The bubble will be useful for some layer stuff, though. The bubble is adjustable. But, remember, read the notes to remind myself how you do that. Description. I know there's tags you can add to fog barrier, but remember how you turn it off there. Well, I see some of this here. Arguments. Note tags, not this stuff. Actually, I think I can change this here and then alter it later. Player fog barrier. I guess I'm just going to transcend to 0.25 for starters. And then change this to 75. I'll start off with those defaults, sure. Fly okay. No idea yet, Nilly. We'll know when we know. That didn't do much of a change there, honestly. No, probably not that much, but... 0.5, 0.5, not the offset. Yep. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to set it to be happy with it. $15 to $15 to $30 to $30. Alley-oop. Let's see what we get. Well, thank you, but yeah. I don't mind the little bubble, I just think the bubble's a little big there. So that says there might be some big clouds, so... this is the story of Hachishaku. Now I'd add more to this actual map, because there's a lot more we need to get done with this first map, even. Okay. Not that there. Some red flowers over this way. Bush grow up. Let's see. I don't think there's many plants in this one. Another time. Voila. And howdy there, Fox. Double flower one, except I actually need to replace it like this. Okay. I guess the flower bit here. Let's see. This, that, polywog, give your dog a bone. Same walking, I'll give it to her. Trigger a scene there in a second, but I feel like I need to add a little bit more here, so to make things a little bit more interesting here. Actually, can help make things a little bit more. Actually, delete her. Can make things a little more interesting there, regardless. Flower hedge needs to be here. Same walking, lemonade, voila. Okay. Not that. Some of these flower is. That's okay. I hope you have a good time there, working on your final there, Fox. Stretching. Here to see mine, and I wrote it down because I knew I'd forget if I didn't. I'm here to see my Oba-san, Hayami. Hayami. Be irresponsible. Just gonna make sure I spelled correctly. Yep. Run away from home, from my home for a week. Set movement route of player. Move one step. I'll just make the move up. I could do a backward step. I'll just do move up. Player touch through. Okay. I'm not gonna have the other event ready yet, but let's see if this is looking okay for the moment. Oh, because I saved in the flower, I'm silly. Okay, well I'll delete this now also, because I'm not gonna need it now that I know I'm not saving the flower. The player's gonna start standing here. If they go back. I'm here to see my Oba-san Hayami. I would be irresponsible to run away from my home for a week. I think I can word that a little better, actually. Responsible to run away from what shall be irresponsible to run away from what shall be my home for the next week. Okay. F5 there. Continue from here. I'm here to see my Oba-san Hayami. Be responsible and away from what shall be my home for the next week. This works correctly. Can't pass through all this, right? Works decently as a blockade. Yep. Then when I stand, I can't even go this way that way, which means I guess I should make it so it triggers here. Okay. Works well enough for what I'll be going for. And then the other part of this here. Okay. Works well enough for me. Stretching out my limbs. Let's see. Headphones for a second. Another scene coming up. And to think. Thinking for a second how this should play out. I guess I should make sure if the edges end where I think they show them out. That doesn't need to be anything particularly great. It's just a really quick map, honestly. But things to see over to the edges. That's fine. Going to no clip through here for a second. Just see what the differences are. What is visible, what is not. Voila. Works out nicely. So am I right? When the player in that one is most visible. Okay. Thinking about this scene should work there, so hip. I can turn it down, buckaroo. Am I there? Alright, so I'm going to modify this for a second because I'm thinking about it too. What if we put it all down to 155? That would give it more of a gray look. Let's see what that plays out as. Yee. Now we've got more of a dulled out gray fog. Look at that. Does this seem better to you guys? Sipping water. That's rather fun of it. Okay. Let's do it. I'm trying to think still of how this scene's exactly gonna work. Through player touch, obviously. Now, unfortunately, the colors ended up not aligning, so I'm debating if I should still use these. I'll show what I mean. And we don't have any for the woman, so maybe it's best at the end not to. And the colors ended up being different. I had some emotes for her originally, but her colors ended up changing as the design changed some. So maybe that's not the best idea at this point, and it kind of doesn't really look like her. There's a little bit of dissonance. Like, it does look like her, but the colors are wrong, and the backpack is no longer there, so... I think I will use them. I'll do another technique. A very simple one, which I picked up and take the Dream 9. A really easy, simple one. And in fact, I'm going to do it with 2 steps here. Okay. Hayami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be this distance that things are slightly visible from. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure something's visible here for a second. I guess it should be here. And yeah, I made it so... There's the point. Yep. It's a thing to think. Thinking very solidly for a second here. Someone is standing behind the someone is hiding. Not hiding, someone is standing behind the garden up ahead. Wave to them. Wave to them. Don't do it. You're gonna do something kind of dorky, which we'll see how this plays out. Control variables. Wave to a woman. 1. Variable. Wave to woman. 1. Change transparency. Transparency on. Wait 90 frames. And then change transparency to off, and then go to control variables. And switch this to 2. Show text. You wave to the person. Wait 60 frames. You did not wave to them. And then control variables, switch to 2. Show text, window top. Let's do some fun here. Change window color. Let's see. All this in a second. And then I want to do a specific color here, which you have to look at the system folder stuff. I was using a special plugin, but I'm not. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I might choose 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Noriko? Is that you? I don't think I have a good sound effect for this, but I'll look. Did I still have that gasp sound effect? Is it called gasp? I guess I'll use that. Yeah, fine, just for a quick thing. Set movement route. Hanako. Move right, then move 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe that should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably make her just go down by 2, or yeah, 1 more. Change the frequency to be a little bit slower, but that to be the highest when this happens. 1, 2, 3. I think 3 is good. I wouldn't say this is inspired by Sweet Home, though there's another thing which is inspired by Sweet Home. This one's more old Japanese urban legend inspired. So this is going to be really basic so far, but it's good to make sure everything's working as intended. Voila. Have our cheat save spot there. Now let's test the stamina system for a second. Someone's standing behind the garden up ahead. Wave to them. Let me change. I know we're gonna change something about it. Someone is standing completely still, hidden behind the garden up ahead. Would you like to wave to them? So actually this looks okay. Someone is standing completely still, hidden behind the garden up ahead. Would you like to wave to them? You wave to the person. Noriko, is that you? And then they're gonna repeat this and walk into a really weird angle because I haven't edited the command chain, but yeah. Works out okay. Stretch out the limbs. Yep. Thinking about this. Change the color there to be considerate for a bit here. Thinking. Sweetie. You've arrived a bit early, sweetie. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I was here tending to my garden. Or I might have not spotted you coming. Okay. Show choices. I'll have disable that, disallow. Say hello to your Obasan. Say hello to... Actually, I spelled it right. Obasan Hayami. Ask her how... Ask Hayami how she's doing. Complain to Hayami that you're tired. I'll start off with just these three choices. Alright. Also, I need to change the window color back between this and that. Might even go 15 to 15, just let it do its thing. Hello to you too, Marco. Yep. Please, come inside. Today's been a bit foggy. Don't want to get close too damp, I figure. Deal. The day's been a bit foggy. Closing to you, dear. Sweetie. It's too damn sweetie. You don't want to get close too damn sweetie. And then set movement route of her, but this will not be wait for completion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And is 8 too much or is 8 too little? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 would be the best one for this. Not that command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of 1. Control variables. Not wave to woman. Let's do a not that. A self switch to a through. Okay. I'm doing fine. I'm doing perfectly fine. But come now, Noriko. Noriko. We should head indoors to talk. It's rather foggy here. Rather foggy outside today. Probably it'll be warmer inside. Be warmer inside. Yeah. You've had a long trip. Let's see. You've had a long trip. So that's to be expected. Come on. Let's head on inside. Also gonna do a quick thing here to each of these. And set this back to 0, 0. Okay. And let's see where she stops off at before I give her some dialogue and can talk to her. Yep. Someone is standing completely still, hidden behind the garden up ahead. Would you like to wave to them? Give a comma to that statement as well. He's still hidden behind. And that's called a garden terrace, if I remember correctly. No, what are those things called? I guess they could be terraces. Terrace in a garden, remind me what that is. Do you remember what these are called? I know they have a name, and they're often located in terraces, but I don't actually remember what the name of these, like, wood fixtures are. They let, like, vines and flowers and other plants grow around. I'm trying to remember what those are called right now. Plant wall things. I think it's their official name there. Plant wood wall. Fuck, what are these called? Well, I see them here. Wooden garden wall fence panels. They're called Jasmine Wood Lattice. They're Lattice. They're the Lattice panels. I remember. Okay. I search up garden Lattice panel. I spelled that, but an arbor. Yep, Lattice panels. Behind the garden, hidden behind the garden, Lattice panel up ahead. Lattice. Someone is standing completely still. Behind the garden Lattice panel up ahead. Would you like to wave to them? Let's see if this plays out nicely. Row, row, row. Okay. Continue. Also want to see if you can walk over this. I don't think I can. Can't. Okay, that's what I expected. Someone's technically still being in the garden Lattice panel. I'm gonna get rid of the word up and just replace it with a head to make that fit. Someone is standing. It's gonna be still behind the garden Lattice panel ahead. Okay. Someone is standing completely still behind the garden Lattice panel ahead. Would you like to wave to them? You wave to the person. Noriko, is that you? You've arrived a bit early, sweetie. It's a good thing I was here tending to my garden, or I might have not spotted you coming. Say hello to Oba-san. Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to change one more thing. Okay. Continue there. Someone's standing please still behind a Garrus Lattice panel up ahead. Would you like to wave to them? Go for now, Fox. I'll talk to you later. Of course. You wave to the person. Noriko, is that you? You've arrived a bit early, sweetie. It's a good thing I was here tending to the garden, or I might have not spotted you coming. Say hello to Oba-san Hayami. Ask Hayami how she's doing. Complain Hayami that you're tired. I'm doing perfectly fine, but I need to put these stuff to the bottom to make it the last thing. But come now, Noriko. We should head indoors to talk. It's rather foggy outside today. It'll be warmer inside. I see a sentence ready to know fact. I'll have it so you can talk to her as she walks over this way before she stops there. Yep. To roll with and go with. Let's go indoors to the mansion farm. Okay. So a few small things to do, but yeah. Go over here. Make this appear at the bottom. Hello to you too, Narco. Please come and please consent. Today's been a bit foggy. You don't want to get clothing. I'm doing perfectly fine, but come on, Narco. We should head indoors to talk. Well, foggy outside today. It'll be much warmer inside. It'll be much warmer inside. I accidentally 2 spaces. It'll be much more inside.
The woman I love
You've had a long trip.
is long
That's to be
and
expected.
tall.
Come on.
She moved
Let's
her
head
body
inside.
like
Set
a
that to the
cannonball.
bottom. Fly okay. Set this there. Yeah. I'm happy I gotta use the song for this game. So yeah, and if we talk with her, I guess this would have the difference in the command thing.
This morning, drizzling raining in my heart.
Wait,
Oh, I feel
5
aching
frames.
pain very well.
Look around the front garden. If you wish to, Marco. But I have something but you've had a long trip. We should retire or just take it easy today. Set this all back to 0, 0, 0. Okay. Set this through. Continue from there. Someone is saying, please still behind the garden lattice panel ahead. Would you like to wave to them? Yes. You wave to the person. Noriko, is that you? You've arrived a bit early, sweetie. It's a good thing I was here tending to my garden, or I might have not spotted you coming. So, to Obame-san, complain to Hayame-san, Hayame that you're tired. You've had a long trip, so that's to be expected. Come on, let's head inside. You can look around the front. Oh, she doesn't stop. She stops for no one. Let's just get in front of her. You can look around the front garden if you wish to, Noriko, but you've had a long trip. We should retire indoors and just take it easy. I probably combine that into one sentence. Noriko. C5. You've had a long trip. Let's take it easy today. Okay. So I guess I'll just do it from the top here, so. Many tell me that I should appreciate my youth, that these are the carefree days that I'll pine for once I've become old enough that the current me is nothing more than a faint memory. They say things such as, Noriko, you really shouldn't concern yourself that much with the future. You should appreciate your youth. Or might tell me, Noriko, you should break from your studies and play outside. Enjoy the summer sun. I have to be honest, though, that doesn't ring at all true with my current feelings. Many say I seem older, I seem oddly mature for my age, yet they don't extend those comments to be courteous and treat me as such. They treat me as nothing more than a quiet child who likes to read. I can feel the warmth behind the words from the people around me, how they wish to nurture and make sure I'm safe, but I wish they would treat me more as an equal rather than something they feel that must be protected. One of the few people who've considered me as more than a child is my Oba-san, Hayami, the sister of my father and the person I most look up to. She's elegant, intelligent, a striking presence. Others take notice of her. Even when not composed for social situations, she spends much time in her work and research, combing over textbooks, taking their words and putting them to the test, all while still making time to spend with her family. Outsiders typically find her intimidating, some with snide remarks, some avoiding her altogether, but I think they're simply uncomfortable with a woman that holds that much confidence and power. With my parents going on a trip for work, I find myself once again in her care, and I must be honest, I'm excited for the opportunity to spend more time with her. I know that within the walls of her mansion, I'll be treated as an equal, that opportunities I simply cannot receive anywhere else will present themselves to me, and I'll be able to witness her in a way most others never get to see, immense deeply within her work. I'm here to see Mobile Sanayami, to be responsible in a way from what shall be my home, what shall be home for the next few weeks. I should say probably my home, but still, I'll do that in a second. Someone is staying completely still behind the guard in Lattice panel ahead. Would you like to wave to them? Don't do it. You do not wave to them. Noriko, is that you? You've arrived a bit early, sweetie. It's a good thing I was here attending to my garden, or I might have not spotted you coming. Say hello to Obasanayami. Hello to you too, Noriko. Please come inside. The day's been a bit foggy. You don't want to get close too damn, sweetie. You can look around the front garden if you wish, Noriko. If you wish to, Noriko, but you've had a long trip. We should retire indoors and just take it easy today. Alright. Play nice. Of course, the door's not fully I guess it technically is ready, but it's not ready because it doesn't teleport us anywhere. Yep. Alright. Stretch out the limbs.
If I had wings like Nova's stars,
A few things. Firstly, down here
to the one I
shall be my home for the next week.
very well. Oh, honey,
There we go. Okay.
the woman I
Now I will say this, we only got one map done today, really, if I'll be honest. And the opening, I guess. We got the opening dialogue done. However, I've mentioned this before, I'm currently working on a bigger project, and there's a deadline coming up in March, so you probably until then, the development streams of these will be a little bit short. A little bit of a break in between the big project stuff here. I will continue doing these streams, though. I'll try and do a stream of this project at least a couple times a week. Maybe there might be certain weeks I only do it once, or maybe there'll be certain weeks I'll do it like 3 times. And we'll probably work somewhere between, at this point, it seems like it'll be between like 2 to 5 hours each time. We'll just make little bits of progress on the little open streaming project. Oh. There's a lot of ways you can interpret the story in a goofy way of, like, any horror thing. Horror and comedy are very, very close to each other. They're like opposite sides of the same coin. Execution is where the differ usually occurs, I guess is the way to say it. All the same. Some things could come off as comical, while other things could come off as creepy. Sometimes it's a very shared space, you could say. Anyways, for this, we're probably going to call this off for now. I'm going to continue working on this game, but on my main project at the moment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And the next stream will happen not tomorrow, but probably early in the next week. I'll probably decide by tonight, and I'll set the stream. You can, if you're interested in following the development, you'll see the little streams I'll prepare, usually a few days in advance. I might reschedule them if there's something that comes up ahead of time, but all the same, most of it should be pretty straightforward. For now, I hope you guys enjoy, and until next time, I shall bid adieu to all of you. Have a good evening, everyone.